You know, imagine as you get a little bit older, not that I strike you as old, you get used to these government shutdowns. I think I've seen at least a dozen of them over my 10 years in this business. But anyway, no, it's been a little longer. But I always wonder how young people feel when they see it, you know, they get blasé about it. Oh, we're shutting down the government again. And I thought I'd gather a few of them here. Internet radio host Mike Gunzelman. We got entrepreneur Michael Parrish, Dudell, and last but not least, Katherine Timpf, Fox News contributor. Kat, do you just sort of shrug your shoulders and say, oh, shutting down again?
I kind of do, yes, but that's because I am still getting paid at work. If I was someone who was having to come in and I wasn't getting paid, then I might have a little bit of a problem with it. And we can see that it might be starting to impact the economy. There is a risk of it impacting the economy. If that starts to happen, then I certainly will care. What bothers me the most is I don't see anybody really looking at this with the aim of having a bipartisan solution. Everyone seems politicians seem to be saying, what can I do to set myself up the best for the elections? Or what can I do to stick it to Trump? Or what can I do to stick it to Pelosi? When there's real results that we need to have a solution. We really need to actually have a solution.
Michael, I wonder, just young people in general, when you see grown-ups doing this, all right, I'm not going to let you speak in my chamber. Well, I'm not going to let you go, you know, use government planes to go abroad. Does that get nutty?
It absolutely gets nutty. It's a bad example to set. And to Kat's point about bipartisanship, you look at every generation, millennials, the younger generation, they are not necessarily attached to saying, oh, I'm a Republican, oh, I'm a Democrat. We are Americans. We live in America. Let's focus on improving our country. Who cares if it's a conservative or liberal?
So you're equally upset at both?
I'm equally upset at both, and I've been equally upset at both for a long time. It's time to act like adults. It's time to do what's right and work together. That's what it's about.
What do you think, Guns?
Well, I think because it is both people's fault. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it, Nancy Pelosi was going to go away for a week today to the Middle East, to Afghanistan, etc. Hello, there's people that are losing their jobs and not getting paid right now. That doesn't help that you're going overseas. What's going to get accomplished over there? Now, granted, has the president been stubborn about this and acted childish? Yes,
Telling
of course.
her to fly commercial, that was a zinger right there.
That was a zinger. It's just one after the next.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I fly tomorrow, though. Like, TSA is going to be a mess. Am I showing up now 3 hours earlier? How much? When is push come to shove until something eventually gets done?
To be fair to Nancy Pelosi and the group she was going, they were going to an area where people are shooting and killing each other, so that I don't believe JetBlue services that area. But having said that, I'm just wondering how the middle ground will be. You as young people tend to be pragmatic, a little bit more flexible on some stuff. It's always about saving face. I'm not saying young people aren't about saving face, but is there a way, if you could advise the president or Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer and all that, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to get over what it looks like to actually work together and worrying that that's bad for their brand somehow, worrying about conceding, worrying about, oh, I conceded to Trump or, oh, I conceded to the Democrats. Stop worrying about that and start thinking about actual solutions and actual results rather than just what your political brand looks like, because it's becoming...
Do you trust government as a result?
No, absolutely not.
No, just asking.
I want a politician that doesn't want to run for re-election. I want them to go in there and to do something and to not worry about making their base happy, about raising money. Go in there and don't worry about re-election. I know that's hard for those career politicians, but that's what I'm asking for.
Right, that'd be a utopian right there, because clearly that's not the way it works. But Congress is a joke. Congress is a joke right now. That's why their approval rating is so low year after year. But I think the younger people were just fed up with it. We're over it.
You look
we're
at
really getting tired of it.
You look at every institution. Pew did a great study on this a couple of years ago. Every cultural institution, from politics to schools to the distrust is every year more and more. There is a distrust with the institutions we have, and it's
we're told that young people poll more with the view that the Republicans and the president are making this bad. But what I've noticed in shutdowns that go on a while is it morphs into a pox on both of you guys.
It's garbage. They need to do their jobs, right? What other job could you just go and hurl insults and little zingers at your coworkers all day and then go home and kick your feet up
and then go on recess for like 2 months at a time and then leave? What's that?
Got some zingers in here, some zingers in there. All right, thanks for all your taxpayer money. I'm going to go home and have a beer.
Would any of you ever want to go into government politics?
You know, I used to want to, and after the last few years, no. Maybe that will change again. But just
is it scary if Gunn said he would be interested?
Listen, well, if we are going to go against each other, then I don't know. We could start this right now.
I am a man of the people, but there is a
oh, stop.
Yeah. There is a reason a lot of them become lobbyists once they leave Congress. You know what I mean?
There we go. I take it it's a no from you.
Yeah, no. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, so I think I would have some trouble.
And that's where I am as well. I don't think we could win because neither party supports us. We're right in the middle.
Parties fall apart with this kind of stuff, so you never know.
Knock on wood.
You never will.
And hopefully the country doesn't fall apart.
Right. Okay. And not as long as you're in it. All right. Seriously, guys, I want to thank you very, very much. Good read on things. I always just wonder, what's going on here? What are these hip kids thinking? All right, I do know this. More people in this neck of the woods are talking about the weather and a winter storm. Not only one brewing just right now, but one that is coming our way, and in fact, over much of the continental United States. And it's going to be a doozy after this.